You guys asked for a kawaii gift cake, so that is what you're getting. My name is Lori and you are watching The Icing Artist. To start off, I baked two 6-inch vanilla cakes that I just layered into 4 layers. We're gonna be cutting out the middle of 2 of these layers so we can put a surprise inside of tasty little treats. I carefully layered up all of those layers, making sure just to put icing on the outside edge so that way icing isn't gonna get all over our chocolates. I just poured in some festive colored treats and finished layering my cake up. Next thing we're gonna do is crumb coat this cake, which is just a thin layer of icing all over the cake so that way our fondant can adhere to it. For our fondant, I was thinking like blue, but we've done so many blue cakes, so I thought a lime green would be a nice change of color. I then just rolled my fondant back over my rolling pin and then back over my cake using my hands to quickly smooth out the top and my fondant smoother. You really want to get stuck to the top and then use your hands to push it right into the sides before all of those corners rip. With cakes like this, you guys definitely have to work quickly because fondant is not always your friend. Then to get like square-ish edges, I just used 2 fondant smoothers and kind of smooshed them together. Careful not to pinch it because you will 100% see that pinch line, but if you just carefully smush, then that is definitely going to give you that squarish effect. Then just trimmed off all the excess fondant around the bottom. I don't know if you guys noticed, I hate icing borders, so I never do them. I'm all about those clean, fine edges at the bottom of the cake. Guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Now, I never wrap my presents in ribbon, but this is a fancy cake. It's gonna need some ribbon. So I just roll out my red fondant and then use a multi-pizza cutting tool, technical term. Not really, that's not what it's called. I have no idea what it's called. But it helps give me really straight edges as well as evenly spaced strips whenever I'm making them. I just used a ruler to mark center across the whole cake because I'm terrible at eyeballing it. If I just threw my ribbon on the cake, it would not be going on evenly. And fun new trick, I wet the cake instead of my fondant so that way when I lay my fondant on, if I need to adjust it at all, I can slightly push it over to get it nice and square onto the cake. Speaking of Instagram, I have been sharing your guys' cakes over on my Instagram page every Friday and you guys are so talented. I'm loving seeing everything that you guys are creating. So if you want to see a cake of your featured, make sure you use the hashtag #FantasticCakeFriday. Like usual, I am just cutting out all of his little face features out of fondant. I have done a lot of kawaii cakes now. A couple weeks ago, we did a mug, but we've also done a pineapple, a watermelon. Kev, what other kawaii cakes have we done? A slice of pumpkin pie. We have done a lot of them. I will leave a full playlist of all of our kawaii cakes right up there. Just click the eye. But for this one, I wanted to give it eyelashes because I thought it would look really cute. So I just used my teardrop cutter and cut out these little eyelashes, cut off the end, and then to use my circle cutter to cut a kind of round edge on those, and those are going to sit right onto the eyes. Then I just glued everything onto the cake. For the eyes, I just did a little dab of water in the center instead of covering the whole eye. That way, if one eye is a little bit lower than the other, I can adjust. Now, this cake is going to need a big fluffy bow right on top. So last night, I made all of my fondant bows, and this is so they can dry nice and hard. So I just rolled out my red fondant that I added Tylose powder into it so it'll dry nice and hard. And then I just squared up the strips so that they were all the same length. And basically just cutting 3 different size ribbons out. I wanted a little bit larger ones for the bottom, medium size one for the middle, and smaller ones for the top. So I just cut out those 3 different sizes. Then to make these into loops, I just added some water to the one end, folded it over, and then set it on its edge. Makes a perfect little loop. I remember when I first started making these bows, we like hung them on dowels and I had rolling pins balancing between bins so you could hang them off of them. It was terrible. Turn them on their sides, they dry the exact same. If you guys are looking for holiday cake ideas, I have made so many. Last week I made a Santa cake that I am obsessed with. It looks so cute. So if you guys want to see that and the rest of the holiday cakes that I have made, just click the eye. I'll put a playlist there for you. And once your loops are dry, you can just use scissors to cut off those edges, and that way they fit really nicely in together. Then basically you're just layering up all of those loops, adding a disc of red fondant in between each kind of layer of loops, and that helps kind of join them all together. Once you have your bow pretty well layered up, you just add a few little small ribbons right on top. Thank you guys so much for all of your requests. Since this is the last cake of the year, it is so much fun to look back on all of the cakes that we have made together, and we made a lot. I have to say, one of my personal favorites was definitely the pizza cake. It just stands out in my mind. I love the way it came out. What was your guys' favorite cake this year, and what do you guys want to see next year? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And of course, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you back here again next year where we will be making more things in a cake. Bye, guys.